Hey, Jack Squad, how everybody doing? Hope everybody's well, and I hope you're making it happen for yourself. Gotta make it happen for yourself, right? Today, y'all, I'm talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville, one of my faves, right? Love and Marriage Huntsville, right? Before I get started, though, I need you guys to like, share, comment, subscribe, as always. So hit the like button for me now. Ding. All you gotta do is go ding, right? No fuss, no muss, right? Just hit the like button. Share. Like I said, I keep telling you guys, I'm probably gonna keep telling you till it happens. Trying to get to 2,000 subscribers, right? This is my platform, and I like talking to you guys. So I'm trying to be the best at it. If you ain't trying to be the best, ain't no need of doing it, right? So I'm just trying to build up my channel. But anyway, hit the bell so that you'll be notified when I upload, new content or whatever, right? What else? I don't know what else. I don't know. But anyway, y'all, do that for me. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Oh, yeah, I was going to say about the comments. I love y'all's comments. You already know that, right? So anyway, don't forget about the 2,000 subscribers, the giveaway. And then in the springtime, I'm going to be having a meet and greet, okay? So that's what's going on. That's what's going on in my world, right? So right now, again, we talk about Love, Marriage, Huntsville. Now, y'all know this is one of my favorite shows. I like all the black shows, right? It's another one. Come on, y'all. I've talked about it once, but it's been getting heavy, right? And if you're not watching it, so that's something y'all can drop down in the comments and let me know. It's called Family or Fiance, a really good show, and it comes on right after Love and Marriage. But the last few weeks, it's been deep. Like last week's, they came in and they was trying to be, they was a beautiful couple, beautiful black couple, right? And find out they was hitting each other. They was having domestic violence against each other. They both was hitting, right? And they had been trying to keep that a secret. But the family didn't want to be together because they said they argued too much. They were fighting. They were having physical fights. And honey, I had never seen this before. The therapist said, you need to leave now. You need to go now. Y'all need to separate. Y'all need to break up, period. There ain't no counseling to this. You need your own counseling. You need your own counseling. Really good show. But it gets heavy. Like the last few episodes been real heavy. Like, and I don't know if you guys are interested in that. One of my subscribers had suggested that to me. So I had been looking at it anyway. So I did do a review on it once. But I don't know if you guys really like it, right? So just for your own interest, check it out. But anyway, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, all the couples, they get together at, whose office were they at? Melanie's office, right? Because they want to talk about the comeback group. I'm so tired of hearing about that comeback group. I don't know if it's the title or the name, but Melanie didn't want to be in it. Why she didn't want to be in it, I forgot. I don't know. But that was 2 years ago when they first started. She don't want to be in the comeback group. Why they meet at her office, I don't know. I guess because she's the executive producer. I don't know, right? Let me just do something. Put my glasses on, y'all. Okay, I don't like it. I don't like y'all seeing me with my glasses on. But anyway, somebody, dudes are stupid, right? Every time I'm on the video, somebody's stupid. Listen. Let me just text these people back. Anyway, y'all, listen. Anyway, I ain't even gonna go into all that. I'll put that in the dating story. But anyway, y'all, so they had Melanie's office. They had Melanie's office to talk about the comeback group, all three couples, right? And once again, Mel and Martell start arguing. So I think Mel has realized that they can't be in the same room together. It's just not. They can't be together. There's no need for it. It's nobody, because people just sitting there and look stupid. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to stop that, right? And they can't help it because they got their feelings are still involved. It's fresh. You know what I mean? It's fresh, right? I just got another text from somebody. So, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world today, y'all. And be grateful for where you are and who you are. I'm going to say that. Because, you know, what I realized, and this is off topic, that when you're trying to better yourself and do better and move differently and move the way you need to move for you, all kind of stuff come your way, y'all. Y'all be surprised of all the stuff, you know, and I ain't going to talk about it now. That's something for later on. Because right now, all I can focus on is me and what I'm doing. Focus on my move to Atlanta. You know, finding me a decent place to live, a house, not an apartment. I don't want no apartments. I don't want no townhouse. I want to find me a decent place to live and just be a better Jackie, right? Just keep going in what I'm doing and moving in the way I need to move in my endeavors, right? I don't have time for any foolishness, and I'm not going to make time. I've done that, and I have been available for people when they needed me to be available because I love them. And what that turns into is it's you being used. Like, I don't have any money to give anybody, but I'm always there for my friends and family, right? My circle, I'm always there. Like, if you need me for whatever, I'm always there, right? I can give you advice. I can pray with you, fight with you, cry with you. You know, I'm there for you. My house has always been open to people. And quite frankly, now I need time for myself. I'm taking that, right? And you'll be surprised at how the devil throws stuff at you, right? And I'm not biting it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my book. My book would be done, but I'm, you know, engaging in somebody else's life and trying to help them. It would be done. Right now, I'm focusing totally on Jackie and what Jackie wants to do. I have nothing else for nobody but prayer and love from a distance. Now, I went all the way off topic, but I had to get that off my chest because, you know, the devil keep bothering me. And like I told y'all before, I don't want to cuss. I'm trying my best not to cuss. And right now, that was a cussable moment, but I'm not going to cuss. But I just need to get that off my chest because I'm pretty sure they're watching, right? All of us, whoever's, right? Just leave me alone right now and let me be me. Let me try to be the greatest Jackie that I can be, right? I've never been one to fool with people and engage and indulge in people's business. People bring their business to me and I try to assist and so on and so forth. But if it's to the endangerment or detriment, I should say, of me, I have to stop. Doesn't matter who you are. I have to stop because I've done that all of my life. And it's still not respected or appreciated, right? And a lot of times people think because they have more of this than you or more of that than you, that you're beneath them. But that's not the case, and that you should be available to them when they need you to be available. Jackie's no longer doing that, you know? And I want to cuss again. This is a cussable time, but I'm not going to cuss. I'm just going to leave it right there on the table and move on. I just had to get that off my chest. Y'all don't even know what I'm talking about, but I just need to get that off my chest because it appeared, okay? Now, anyway, they, and plus, y'all like my family, so I can, you know, I told y'all this before, but a lot of times, me speaking to you all on this platform is very therapeutic for me. Right. And at this period of my life right now, I'm transitioning into, I don't even like to use that word, but I'm changing and moving around. And I'm also writing my book. So there's a lot of emotions that stirred up in me. Right. Good and bad, but a lot of emotion. Right. And so you can be swayed. You know, I know the devil thinks he can sway me because I am emotional right now. Trick no good, devil. Trick no good, okay? So anyway, Jack Squad, I digress. I just need to get that off my chest and say that, right? But anyway, they're at the comment. And now L&Mh Martell, that's where we're at. They can't be in the same room together. They just cannot. I'm glad that Melanie has recognized that, because I've been said that they can't be in the same room together. And it's not healthy, and it's not fair to the other people that they're it's not healthy, and it's just not cool, right? And so, okay, yeah, it's not healthy, it's not healthy for neither one of them, right? And it gets, everybody sit there and look, it puts people in a bad space. Y'all sitting there arguing every time. Because, you don't want to get into the argument, right? You don't want to say, hey, you guys, like me, I'd be like, come on, y'all, just take this out somewhere else. But they don't say anything. They just let it play out. And I guess that's for the sake of TV. I don't know. But that's a very unhealthy situation that they are in, right? And then Martell is hurt, but don't know how to express the hurt except for to lash out at Melanie, right? So he brought the kids there and put them, I guess, in the, the other room she has with the TV and couches and stuff, right? And he says something, he took a jab at her and said something about neglecting your kids. I forgot what the question was and what they were talking about. And first he said, well, where are the kids? He said, they're in there. So she said, and where? So he had put them and set them down and got them situated. But he didn't, he didn't tell her. So it made it look like the kids is there and you didn't even go out and speak to the kids. She said, oh, well, hold up. Let me go out here and talk to my kids. But before that, he said, she come back in and she was talking about it. And he said, Martell's trying to make it look like I'm not there for my kids. But it was his week. It was his week. Right? And I get that. And I know that's got to be hard. This week, that, all that transferring the kids, that got to be very, very hard for the parents as well as the kids. So he made a jab about neglecting your kids. Like, instead of saying, damn, Melanie, you winning. How can I get on the team? Or can you assist me? Or whatever. He wants to throw jabs at her for trying to be great and moving on with her life. And I think he thought that she was going to continue to cry. Like, nobody saw her crying but him and those kids. She didn't show that publicly, I'm sure. We didn't see it. Nobody saw the tears. I'm sure he saw the tears. And as a narcissistic man, that made him feel good. He got a rise out of that, right? Because she's not doing that anymore, he's off kilter. He's losing his mind. He's losing his mind because she is no longer shedding tears, sitting in the closet crying. Like she said, she sat in the closet crying. I'm sure he saw that. She's not doing that anymore. She's looking good and she's moving on with her life. And a lot of times people don't want you to move on with your life. They want you to stay stuck in that rut of bull. They want you to stay in that. She's not doing that. And so now he's off kilter and he's doing everything he can to throw her off, right? Instead of just focusing on him and making him better. Can't do that though. And so it's disruptive and aggravating and a waste of everybody's time. They come together, nothing got resolved. Nothing got resolved, right? And, I don't know why he won't just let her go, right? He can't let her go. Then Martell calls and say, so now he grab up the kids. He leave the meeting abruptly, grab up the kids, like he daddy of the year, and going outside. So Mel sits down and she's telling them what reason why he's doing that and so on and so forth. Now, we don't know at this time, but I'll tell y'all about that in a minute. So then he says that Mariah, their oldest daughter, is crying. Kids feed off of your energy. They don't have to know what's wrong with you. I noticed that about my children a long time ago. So when I would ever be going through anything, my kids did not know. I would cry at night when I had time to cry, when they was in the bed. My kids didn't know. And I had there was a time, I had a hard time with my youngest son. It was just me and him. My other two were grown. And we went through a trying time, right? I put that episode in my book. Of course, it's going to be in my book. But after I lost my nurse's license, we had a hard time for a period of time, right? And I was struggling. And but my son didn't know. He thought he was having the greatest time of life because I made him feel like that, right? And it would be a lot of days I would go without eating to make sure he ate. You understand what I'm saying? So, kids feed off your energy. So whenever I'm going through something, I try to my kid not to show it, because they feed off of that. So even though he may not have said nothing when he abruptly grabbed him and said, come on, kids, let's go, she felt the energy. She knows her mom and dad are not together. She's the oldest, too. So a lot of shit is weighing heavy on her. She knows her mom and dad are not together, and she knew something just happened. So when they got in the car, she started crying, right? So he calls her and says she was crying and come on, come see about her. So Melanie gets up and goes out and see about her, take her in her office, have a conversation with her, right? I also think, Martell is trying to hurt Melanie at the detriment of his children. At the detriment of his children, right? And she was sad. And so the little girl, she's used to it being both her parents. She's used to it being both her parents. And then in an interview, Martell said that he was embarrassed of how that happened, right? And Mel took the daughter in the office, and the group told Martell, you have to stop. And like I said again, Martell is mad that Melanie is living her life and winning, and he's losing, right? And Marceau told Martell that as well. You have to go ahead, man. You have to stop. You have to stop all the time. And, they were both, Melanie and Martell was living the Black American dream. They were both college educated, good looking Black folks that pulled together and come up together and built something. They had a solid foundation. He blew it. It's your fault. You know what I'm saying? It's your fault. You were a beautiful looking couple, 4 kids, businesses, doing it, making it happen. He blew it for a side piece. It's your fault. And now he wants her, I think he wants her to be crying and boo-hooing all over the place all the time and make him feel better. But she's not doing that, right? He's really mad at himself, right? Now the brothers, Marceau and Maurice, these M's be getting to me, right? They go play tennis and discuss what happened. Marceau said he'll never, ever do business with Martell as long as he cannot control himself. Marceau is a very controlled, and he likes to think that he's a good sense kind of guy. So he said he's never going to ever do business with Martell as long as he acts out like that. Maurice started telling him about the doctor, their visit with the doctor, right? And the doctor gave him life-saving advice. Maurice said he was going to change. And Marceau said, you can't slow down due to your plans, and he doesn't need therapy. So he was telling him that he doesn't totally agree with the advice that the doctor gave Maurice. But I commend Maurice on giving it a try. Like a lot of times when you think you're the smartest one in the room and you can't receive any advice from somebody, that indicates a fool, right? If you try what they said and it don't work, okay, fine. But try it and see. Don't just keep going off of what you think and what you believe. Listen to the experts or listen to somebody who's been through it already, right? And Maurice says that his brother is a logical thinker and can't fix what he doesn't see as a problem. So he doesn't see it having, even though Tisha has told him time and time again, he doesn't see it, right? Now, Kimmy and Tisha and Mel hang out at Kimmy's office, right? Kimmy got an office. Everybody got an office, right? And Mel explains what happened at the meeting. And Kimmy asks, what's their role and how can they help? Now, that's a friend. She said, how can we help when this happens again? So I'm guessing, just like I just said, don't nobody want to say nothing, but something needs to be said, something needs to be done. And so Mel said, don't have them in the same room together no more. She hit it right on the head. I couldn't have said it better. Don't have them in the same room together anymore, right? She said Martell needs to grow up a little more, and she said it's ridiculous. Tisha, again, is having that conversation with Kimmy about the phone call and the sponsorship and the tit for tat. I want Tisha to grow up. If people don't do something you want them to do, they didn't do it. Okay, move on. That's how I look at it. Shoot, move on. Now, here come Mel and Martell are having a meeting. They're going to meet up with Martell at his work site. They're building a project. They're building something with this guy, right? So Mel calls and said, can I have a conversation with you? He said, yeah, come on, pull up. She get there. She said, I want to have a conversation. And I'm assuming she wanted to have the conversation without the kids around. So what happened? We didn't see this, but this is what happened. Mel was on a date at a restaurant in Huntsville, okay? Martell was there, I think, having a business meeting. He was having a business meeting. He got all upset and out of his square because Melanie was having a date at their restaurant. He said, that was our restaurant. She said, listen, I'm single. I could do what I want to do, right? She said, you're going to blow a business opportunity just to come and start stuff with me. He said, yes, right? So I take it that Martell clowned at the restaurant. He clowned at the restaurant, and he wants Mel to be his wife again, right? He was mad she took the date to their favorite restaurant. And Martell was recording the whole situation with Melanie and the guy. And he showed her, like, dude, you don't get it. You don't have a right. You had a whole 5 year. Melanie gave you 5 years to get that correct. You came out with a baby. Instead of correcting it, you went the other way and had a baby, right? Mel asked why. He said, because he wanted to. She said, why did you record it? He said, because he wanted to. So he was having a big old sucker attack at the restaurant and told her to do better. To do better? So I'm taking it, maybe they filmed it because he said what you wanted your guy to have some camera time. And he wants to control her. He can't stand to see her. He definitely can't stand to see her being okay, and he can't stand to see her on a date. Now, y'all, this is all wrong. And I don't know why they just not coming to the realization that they can't film together. They can have a very good show without Mel and Martell being in the same room together. It just can't happen. Even though they couples and they do a lot of couple stuff, and the premise of the show was about Black power couples, they can't film together. They just cannot film together. And because it's not healthy. It's unhealthy. It's unhealthy mentally, right? So I hope that they don't do that again. Now, because Mel is the executive producer. I hope they don't do that again, right? I hope that doesn't happen again. We'll see this Saturday. We'll see what happens. I really enjoy this show. I do hope it keeps going. But I see Martell as he's just a very loose cannon. And, he doesn't have good sense in the beginning. He's a dum-dum from the beginning. So it's hard for somebody who doesn't have all the eggs in the basket to understand what's going on, right? So anyway, y'all, hit the like button for me. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Share. I love your comments. Subscribe. Hit the bell. And that was Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.